Sunday night, right? Sunday night, Eagles, Rams. So this opened, well, I know why. It opened at 9.5 Rams. Now it's 11.5, over on 52. The reason is Carson Wentz is probably going to be out. Might be out for the season. He's got a fractured vertebra, which it's one of those things. Other people have had it. I think Romo had it. I think Cam Newton had it. It's the injury that it's more of a pain tolerance thing. Like you broken bone, you fractured bone in your back, and you go, oh no. Turns out this one's more of a pain tolerance and maybe couldn't get worse. But the way the Eagles are going, I think they might just sit him out. Sounds like that's the way they're going. They're also without, Sidney Jones, their corner, Jordan Hicks, Timmy Jernigan, the defensive tackle. The Eagles are an injury disaster. They're still alive for a playoff berth. So, which would be the only temptation to keep Wentz playing, I think. And they obviously have a capable backup in Nick Foles. I think the Rams, the last 2 weeks, the Rams played at Detroit and they covered with a late touchdown, but they scored 30, but they kind of struggled to get there. Last week, their offense really struggled against the Bears. The way the Eagles are beat up on defense, I think this is a get-right game for the Rams. I think the Rams are going to light them up.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the case. I'm actually going with the Eagles. I had the Eagles at 9, so now it's 11 or whatever. I like that pick even more. Nick Foles in a big game. How do you not love that? I'm being sarcastic a little bit, but
no, I know.
He has proven that he's as for a backup. Maybe you want him more than anybody else in the league as a backup kind of guy. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not picking the Eagles to win the game straight up, but I don't know. I guess what the Rams have shown the last couple of weeks, I'm just not that impressed by. Obviously they're really good. I'm not saying they're not, but they're a team that doesn't win by a lot. Look at their schedule. They win. These are great wins. They beat the Chiefs, but they won by 3. They beat the Seahawks, but they won by 5. They beat the Packers. They won by 2. They beat the Broncos. They won by 3. So this is not a team that – this is a team that scores points, but it's not a team that blows people out necessarily. I think that more than anything is why that 11 seems pretty big to me. Because I'm looking – they beat the 49ers by 29 in week 7. They haven't beaten anybody. They beat the Chargers by 12 in week 3. Okay, they had some big wins early in the season. But since week 4, they haven't beaten anybody, with the exception of one game, they haven't beaten anybody by 11.
Right.
So
they're 1-4-1 against the spread in their last 6. So
okay, yeah.
Right.
So there you go. And they got lucky against the Lions. They would come back toward the Lions. So
all right.
Yeah. I just think there's no question in my mind that the Eagles. I would pick the Rams to win straight up every week, every time. I just think the 11. I thought too much at 9. The fact that it's 11 now, you're like, man, I'd pick the Eagles all day with that.
All right, I'm going Rams. We've got right now experts. 77% of the experts like the Rams giving the points. 59% of the fans like the Rams giving the points. Final game.
I wonder though, like those picks are made what the spread was. I wonder if that many people would like the Rams at 11.
I think it might change too. I think that's a really good point.